Welcome to our daily devotions. I have somebody with us that I'm happy to introduce. Some of you know Pastor Deb Hibbett-Schultz. She's a retired pastor and a member of our congregation. You're usually at the 11 o'clock service, but you're probably seeing her sometimes at the 9 now because she has graciously taken over for us as our interim senior ministry director. And so you're going to be seeing her at a lot of events here at the church. But I thought this is a great opportunity to you to get to know about her. So let's skip all the surface stuff and go to the great spiritual depths here. This is devotions. Do you have a Bible verse you want to share with our folks?
Well, I like many, of course, but the first one that came to my mind was 1 Peter 5:7. Which says, cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you. One translation says, cast all your anxieties on him.
Okay.
So anxieties and cares, we all have a lot of those, I'm sure. But the God who created the whole universe cares about little old me, little old you, little old you. I mean, and it's hard to believe that maybe, but I really believe that's true. God cares about every detail of our lives and wants us to be happy and wants us to be at peace. Wants to use us to help others who are going through challenges. So I like that one.
Well, I like to poke around into your heart too and your history. Can you remember a time where that was the thing you needed to remember?
Well, certainly.
That you can tell unknown people on the internet. I should reference that. We are not alone in this room, right?
Right. Certainly. Many maybe already know, but I was a missionary overseas, 3 years in Hong Kong and 7 years in Japan. And especially, I suppose, being tall and blonde and sticking out in a crowd, I couldn't hide, certainly. But I found the people to be very friendly and welcoming, but still, you had anxieties about, the food and just different things. But again, I loved both those missionary stays that I had and would love to go again somewhere sometime, but I've done a lot of school. I have 2 master's degrees. One wasn't enough. I had to get another one.
All right. I called you master.
I have counseling psychology and just there again with studying all that. And then it's hard to know, well, how do I put all this knowledge, into practical use? But I know they shaped me and being, one of the first women, or first ordained women, I just feel really blessed that I was the first, woman on my internship. I was the first woman at, the church I served in California, and it just went well, so.
Well, I was going to ask you more questions, but that's enough for today. Okay. We'll come back to that, because I never heard the story about being a woman pastor in Japan, which is another thing too.
Yeah.
But how about you take us out of here with a prayer before the music starts?
Okay. Gracious and loving God, thank you so much for loving each one of us, caring about every detail of our lives, and please help us to cast those cares onto you. We don't need to carry them around. They're way too heavy. They're going to bog us down. So we give them to you, and thank you that you carry them, and then you help us to help others carry their cares and concerns. And in this Thanksgiving week, we do thank you for our many blessings. And we know that there are so many hurting people. So again, use us, Lord, to comfort them, to strengthen them, and to be their friend. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Yep.